Hello, my name is Michel Limon. I have an update on my class action suit against the World Bank. I received two reference numbers from the International Criminal Court. Now, 1 year later, I have some results. If you go to 30tcs.com, there is a video about the class action suit that protects me. I am investigating the Forest Carbon Fund project. If one death occurred because of this, I have a case. Look for the link to my two reference numbers and the link to my court case information at 30tcs.com. Also, there is a second video, a way to fix the global debt, and this will create millions of jobs for all countries, and this is what people want, is jobs and no government debt. And by the way, are you having a hard time finding a job? Me too. All countries are having the same problem. I have a plan. The only way to stop wars and poverty is to put the World Bank and the bondholders out of business. Now, I went to look at the International Criminal Court database for my two reference numbers. They seem to have disappeared into thin air. This concerns me, but you will find it on my homepage. I am supposedly in pre-trial, so this is what I will do next. Is the ICC worried about this class action suit against the World Bank? I need to know what is going on. My next move is to resend my two reference numbers to the 5 pre-trial judges and the 2 people who signed it. It is now in the mail. It is the ICC responsibility to certify this proceeding. I am the representative for this case because nobody wants the job, and I will appeal their decision. There are 142 organizations that says the Forest Carbon Fund project that the World Bank started in 2007 is in control of this money and are unaccountable. This all started with the United Nations Under-Resourced Adaptation Funds. I will prove that the World Bank is behind wars and poverty, and I will subpoena the 142 organizations, and I will be asking them for death records resulting from the Forest Carbon Fund project because it is admissible at the ICC. Document 16 sub A in the ICC charter refers to crimes against peace and humanity. As of today, February 23rd, 2011, I am told to say that I am notifying the World Bank and the shareholders, past presidents and directors about the class action suit. Any country who wishes to be involved may now do so, and it's not time to be scared. The World Bank mission to reduce poverty is in question. The Forest Carbon Fund project proves this. There are 142 organizations that says the same thing. Between 1970 and 2008, the poorest African countries received $294 billion in loans. They repaid $298 billion in penalties and principal, and now, 35 years later, they still owe more than $200 billion. The same thing with many other countries. Ask Italy, Greece, Spain, Ireland, and many others. They went broke, couldn't even pay the interest on the bonds, never mind the debt. It goes to show you what the bondholders and the shareholders are all about. January 24th, 2011, the Canadian press says the Canadian government plans to buy $600 billion of long-term government bonds in an attempt to boost lending and give it to who? This is after bailouts of 2010 in the billions of dollars. This is a joke. You will be paying the interest on the debt for 200 years. You do not need to do this anymore. Also, the Canadian stock market in February of 2011 has now merged with London, England. If it is a takeover, this will be a big problem, and the Canadian government needs to stop this right away. The World Bank are not just bankers. They are involved in other projects, and they do belong to other organizations. Very important to remember what I'm about to say next. The recession of 2008-2009 was planned and it has to do with the supply of gold. From $3 a share to 3 cents a share, they wiped out the middle class, and this was also planned. The only thing left are pension funds, equity firms, and the stock market, and the bondholders know this. Beware of these 4 organizations. They control your pension money, including the hedge funds. It will collapse. I have an update on the Mayan calendar because they are now refining the gold into powder. It has to do with a thing called a white stone, and something that is not mentioned very often, and you will not find it on the internet. I used to go to these meetings. Someone told me to look at Revelation number 2, chapter 2, number 17, and Revelation number 3, chapter 3, number 18. It mentions about the gold being refined into powder and the white stone. Why do you think they're doing this in a warehouse in New York and other countries? And who are they? I will have a detailed update on this information on April 27, 2011, and you will not like it. Anyways, I need more information on the Forest Carbon Fund project. If you wish to remain anonymous, email me from an internet cafe in a new email address. And on June 21st, I will know what is going on with my class action suit against the World Bank. Now, while we're waiting for all this to happen, I have an idea on how to eliminate all debts for all countries. In return, this will eliminate wars and poverty and peace, will create peace and create millions of jobs, and this will put the World Bank out of business, including the bondholders. First of all, we need an idea and some kind of rules. Look at my homepage for complete information in page 2 of the website at 30tcs.com. You will notice a 13-month calendar and a set of rules and the ballot we will use. In 2014, we will have 13 months. During the first 12 months of 2014, banks, financial institutions, Visa, the bondholders, and the business community, etc., will be paid their usual 12 times that year. But on the 13th month of 2014, no one will pay rent or a mortgage, no bills of any kind except for gas, food, and hydro. All revenues in this 13 month times 252 countries will be deposited into a special account. It will not be government officials collecting the money. No one dares to be trusted. Reporters and non-profit groups can't take care of that. Payroll system and accounting systems can be readjusted for 1 year, and you will notice that the 29th, 30th, 31st in that calendar year will be eliminated for this 1 year only. This is where the one-time law comes into effect, which is attached to the ballot to create the 13th month. After the vote is a yes vote in 2012 or 2013. All revenues in this 13th month of 2014 times 252 countries will generate tens of trillions of dollars, plus all hydro revenues in this 13th month, tens of trillions of dollars. On the last day of the 13th month of 2014, we take all money collected from all 252 countries and eliminate 30, 40, 50 countries' debts overnight in one single month. And on the first month of 2015, in return, these 30, 40, 50 now debt-free countries will deposit 75% of all their revenues into certain accounts. And at the end of the first month of 2015, we eliminate another 20, 30 countries' debts overnight in one single month. Now there are 50, 80 countries that are now debt-free. In a matter of months, all countries, we simply just repeat the same process. Now the bondholders are paid off, the shareholders, the World Bank. If we put this idea to a vote on 08/08/2012 or 2013. Thank you very much for your time. I'll take care of the class action suit, and I will be back on April 27th with some new information. Thank you.